Can you time the precious metals market when buying gold and silver? Hello future investors, and welcome back to another weekly episode. So I want to talk to you today about gold and silver regarding tangible precious metals. Can you and should you try and time the market when you're buying and selling? Well, it's a good question, isn't it? And I'm going to come out straight away and say, look, I'm no financial advisor, I'm not a banker, and I'm just talking from my own personal experience and opinion as an investor and YouTube content creator who likes trying to better my wealth and protect my wealth with investment vehicles like tangible precious metals. Now here in front of me you can see a collection of some of my precious metals stack. I've got this 1 kilogram 2023 Britannia. It made me stutter then, it's that big. 1 kilogram Queen Elizabeth silver Britannia coin. It's got to be one of the best pieces, if not the best piece in my precious metals collection. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? Holy moly. It really does take my breath away every time I pick it up and look at it. At the time when I bought this, it was very, very spontaneous. But I tell you what, I'm very, very glad I did. I'll get onto that in a minute regarding the price. Here I've got a Backyard Bullion silver bar. This is actually a 1 gram silver bar, custom made by 365 Days of Silver for his YouTube channel, which was designed or created by Backyard Bullion. Two very, very popular YouTubers right now. I've got this 1 gram Royal Mint gold bar. In fact, this was the very first gold bar I ever bought, or any precious metals. This was the first I ever bought. I actually bought gold before I bought silver. And this was it. Very, very cool. So I have a soft spot for these. Here we've got my favourite precious metal. It's the 1/4 ounce gold Britannia. Fractional gold. A real happy medium. Beautiful design. Amazing security and tax features such as capital gains tax exempt. It's just got to be one of my favourite pieces. And here is probably my favourite, if not my favourite silver bar in my entire stack. It's not because of its size, it's because of its beauty. This was in fact again the first silver bar I ever bought. It's a 1 ounce Una and the Lion silver bar, and it is just so stunning. My only regret is that I didn't buy more. Now, why am I showing you some of these precious metals? Well, like I said, can you time the precious metals market when you're trying to buy and sell silver and gold, even platinum and palladium? But more specifically, let's stay focused on this video for silver and gold. Well, I'm no financial advisor, but one thing I will say is my opinion on this. Now, you may disagree, but feel free to let me know in the comments below. Now, my opinion is you cannot time the market, whether you think you can or you can't. I think you can have good knowledge about the current price of the market. So maybe you think right now the price is low of, let's say, gold, and you buy because you've been watching it. And you think now is a good time to buy because the price seems low. Or maybe with silver you think, oh, right now the price of silver is high, so I'm not going to buy. Maybe you're right in that very specific moment. But let me give you an example of how you probably are not correct when thinking this. Well, I looked at this 1 kilogram silver Britannia coin when Tavex Bullion sent it to me for an unboxing and review to sponsor their company. They sent me this, and the initial plan was for me to send it back after I created content and did a review on it. However, I loved it so much I spontaneously bought this 1 kilo 2023 silver Britannia coin with Queen Elizabeth on the rear. Now at the time I actually paid £912 for this, which was actually the cheapest I could have got it anywhere. There would have been no other bullion dealers cheaper than Tavex Bullion when I bought this. However, at the time, I did think the price of silver was high, and I believed I had bought at a wrong time. I genuinely thought, I've messed up there. I've probably cost myself £100 from buying at a wrong time. Because of course, when you're buying such a large precious metal, even when it comes to silver, the value of course is very high. So making any small adjustments when you're up to precious metals in that sort of value can be quite detrimental when you're trying to time the market. So anyway, yes, I bought it and I thought I bought at the wrong time. I was a little bit irritated with myself and maybe I even considered regretting it. However, what's the price of this 1 kilo Britannia to buy it from an online bullion dealer right now? It's over £1,000 from the cheapest online bullion dealer that I know of. So it proves I was incorrect with thinking I bought this at a wrong time, because the market very, very, very quickly changed in my favour, whereas at the time I was thinking I was going to lose out on this for a very long time. So it just shows what you think at this specific moment regarding the price of gold and silver probably isn't correct, because no one can honestly say they know if it's going up or down. Now I know you've got these day traders and long-term traders who do trade in currencies and precious metals, and they make a living out of it. They obviously have some indicator of an upward trend or a downward trend, but they are only following trends. They're not honestly aware and predicting what the genuine real price of it will be, because if they knew that, they would dump £1 million and then tomorrow when it goes up they would sell it. But of course they don't do that because they don't know. It's a risk, it's a bit of a gamble. So I don't think you can personally time the market when it comes to investing in precious metals, but I think you can try and look at some key factors which could be the price indicators. Maybe you've been looking at a, let's say, 1 gram silver bar, for example, and it's £14, for example, and then all month it stays at around that price and then it goes up. That would give you an indication that the £14 was a fairly low price compared to what it is now. But then you've missed out, haven't you, by waiting. By waiting to try and time the market, you've missed out. Now, there's a bit of a saying that I like to use when it comes to investing money. They say safe money is dead money. And I do believe that. And what they mean is, by keeping money stale and sitting idle, it has no investment value to it because it's not working for you, it's working against you. And I do believe that to be very, very true. When you look at millionaires, billionaires and businessmen who are very well adapted to creating business and making a profitable company or making profitable investments, they focus on one thing, and that is building their asset column versus their expense column. Now, an expense column might be something like liabilities, that is a car, maybe a phone, maybe some direct debits to some subscriptions like Netflix or other online services. That would be a liability which would drain into your expenses column, whereas an asset is an item you've purchased which re-puts money back into your income statement. So an asset is a paying item that regenerates wealth for you. Hence the saying, your money is working for you, not against you. So I don't think you can time the market, but I think you can invest wisely and beat the market by not keeping your money stale. So let me give you an example. If you had maybe £25,000, you might be able to buy a buy-to-let property up in the north of England somewhere, because property prices tend to be a little bit cheaper in the northern part of England, making it more affordable to make those house purchases. Now, if I had £25,000 and I left it just in my bank account, that money would devalue from its buying power, losing out to inflation. Now, if I took that £25,000 and I put it into a property, I bought that property, renovated it for a small amount, and then I got some people to move in as tenants. They would then pay my mortgage, and hopefully I would make a little bit of profit on top of my mortgage. So that would then become an asset, because that asset is not taking money out of my pocket, it's putting money into my pocket. And that's how I would say you can time the market. I think it's good not to try and wait too long, because money that is just sitting there is not working for you, it's working against you. Now, the tricky part is being brave enough to take those risks. I think that's one great reason why it's so easy to invest in precious metals, because the risks are so low. And me being in 2020, I had some money in my account, and I was looking for an asset that I could invest in that was very low risk, and I came across this tangible gold, and of course my eyes lit up when I researched into it. I realized it was true. You can buy gold and silver bullion, and it's one of the best investments you can make if you're trying to protect your wealth and not lose out from risk. So yes, you can time the market when buying an asset that will appreciate and give you a dividends in terms of payment, but I don't believe when you cut it down to the nitty gritty that you can time the market when buying silver and gold. I just think it's too impossible to do. I think you can have factors that help you make an informed decision when to buy, but I don't think you can honestly say when to buy. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see you in the very next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. To watch another episode on future investments, click the link now.